Nightmare.
Ember Blade is an upcoming roguelike action game developed and published by Line Games Corporation for PC. Combining elements of fast-paced hack-and-slash combat, wave survival, and roguelike progression, the game presents a dark fantasy world filled with demonic enemies, celestial powers, and challenging encounters. A free demo was released on Steam and Steam Deck in July 2025, with the full version currently planned for release in 2026. Console versions are also under consideration. Players take on the role of Fenrix, a demon hunter who has transcended death through a pact with an angel. Bound by this celestial agreement, Fenrix must journey into a sealed world to confront Asmodeus, an archdemon whose seal is weakening. The narrative explores themes of redemption, sacrifice, and the balance between light and darkness, blending mythological elements with intense action gameplay. Combat in Ember Blade emphasizes fluid movement, weapon variety, and sweeping melee and ranged attacks against hordes of demonic foes. Players can chain combos, perform evasive maneuvers, and utilize powerful skills to overcome enemies. Each playthrough introduces new celestial blessings, temporary upgrades granted by angelic forces that alter how abilities work, encouraging experimentation with different builds and strategies across multiple runs. Boss encounters form a major part of the experience, featuring enemies known as the Judicators of Fate, fallen mortals transformed into demonic entities wielding immense power. These battles emphasize precision, timing, and tactical awareness, offering a higher level of challenge compared to standard encounters. As a roguelike, death plays a central role in progression. Each defeat contributes to the player's overall advancement by unlocking new lore, abilities, and items. This cyclical structure ties directly into the game's narrative about transcending mortality, ensuring that every run, successful or not, moves the story forward. Visually, Ember Blade showcases a striking art direction with rich environmental detail, dramatic lighting, and a color palette that balances gothic darkness with ethereal, high fantasy tones. Its visual presentation is designed to enhance both the atmosphere and the intensity of combat sequences. The PC demo version lists modest hardware requirements. The minimum specifications include Windows 7, 64-bit, an Intel Core i5, 6th generation, or AMD F8X processor, 8GB of RAM, and a graphics card equivalent to an NVIDIA GTX 970 or AMD RX 570. Recommended specifications suggest Windows 10, 64-bit, an Intel Core i7, 8th generation, or Ryzen 7, 1st generation, 16GB of RAM, and a GTX 1070 or RX 590. The game offers full controller support, and the developers recommend using a gamepad for optimal responsiveness. Early player impressions from the demo have been generally positive, praising the game's combat depth, aesthetic design, and replayability. However, some users have noted that input responsiveness and visual clarity during large-scale encounters may need further refinement before the final release. Ember Blade positions itself as a hybrid between roguelike and Souls-like design philosophies, rewarding mastery, timing, and adaptability. Fans of titles such as Hades and Vampire Survivors may find familiar appeal in its build-driven progression and high replay value. With its blend of dark storytelling, challenging gameplay, and stylish presentation, Ember Blade stands out as one of the more promising indie action RPGs slated for release in 2026.
So the archdemon's not exactly in solitary confinement, huh? Brought a whole entourage with him. that woman left. Might be worth checking out. Let's see if Asmodeus' prison buddies are as tough as they are ugly. Warming up. Definitely just warming up.
There you are, Fenrix. Oh, sorry it took us so long to find you.
All good. Mission briefings are out. Throwing the guy right into the field with no guidance is in.
Please accept my apologies. And the elevator, it's coming your way now.
That must be the elevator. Hope that works better than Khalil's transport magic. Well, guess we'll find out.
How do you manage to get yourself lost? Clumsy.
Wait, Khalil's the one who sent me to the wrong location. Where are we, anyway?
Can't be bothered to explain. Khalil's in the main hall. Hear it from him.
Guess it's on me for expecting you to care.
You're here. Sorry, something went wrong with the teleport.
Let's just say it was a scout mission. Who's the, lady right there?
This is Ariella, the guardian of the seal. Ariella, this is...
Fenrix Haven. Demon Hunter? Khalil, perhaps I lack the wisdom to understand where you're going with this.
Hold on. Ariella, you said? Wait, didn't we meet outside just now?
Excellent. You're already hallucinating. I haven't stepped foot outside the sanctuary today.
There are no mortals here other than you and Ariella. Perhaps the journey was a bit too strenuous, Fenrix?
Wait, what are you implying? I saw her with my own eyes. Just wait, I'll go find you proof.
The seal is at risk of breaking, Fenrix. We can't afford distractions.
Don't worry, Khalil. She's connected to this, I know it. My demon hunter instincts are screaming.
Wait, Fenrix, we still haven't explained the...
That's the best you could hire. And I'm just supposed to sit here with the Arbor.
Ariella, the Arbor needs you. Please trust him. Though I see why that would be difficult.
Very well. If you insist. But you better not be wrong about this.
So the esteemed Guardian thinks I'm seeing things. Off to a perfect start. But actions speak louder than words. Let's see who's right, shall we?
Oh, you're the hunter Khalil talked about? My name is Lumi. Are you ready to stop the archdemon's escape?
Ready, you asked? Wait, hold on. Are you a talking cat? How am I understanding you?
Scared already? Don't worry. Just do as I say, meow.
Hey, who said I was scared? And why am I trying to prove myself to a cat?
Ashen Meadow. Do you even know how to fight, little guy?
Little? Excuse me, I know how to do this. Shoot the distant ones with arrows, slice up the close ones. By the way, name's Fenrix. Thank you for not asking.
Alright then, Fenrix. Just follow my lead, and you'll be fine. What's your plan? Are you gonna find the demon threatening the seal?
Not sure if telling you is the best idea, but I'm actually looking for a woman.
Meow? What are you talking about, Fenrix? We're here to find who's breaking the seal.
Yeah, exactly. Archdemon, the seal, and that woman. Probably all the same mess. So I'm going after her. My intuition's telling me that's where it really begins. with that red glow? That one's not like the rest.
Fenrix, I sense an Arbor's Reach nearby.
Arbor's Reach? What's that?
That's the Arbor's Reach, Fenrix. It's being drained by the monsters.
Maybe helping these little trees will lead me to some answers. Let's do this.
My pendant.
Your pendant? What does it do exactly?
It's an artifact with Ariella's magic. It will restore some of your health.
Ariella's healing magic? Hope that's warmer than the Ariella I know.
Newest player at the table, I see. Let's see now. Good. Bit green around the edges, but you've got guts. That's all that matters when the chips are down.
Are you here to give me a blessing, or was that a gambling tip?
Why not both? I'm Remiel, Angel of Lightning and Thunder. If there's a stake involved, count me in. Since we cross paths, we should play around. If you want to see someone's true colors, you gotta bet something, right?
Look, I'm all about a good game, but I've got someone to find right now. Maybe next time.
Oh, no worries. My house lights are on 24/7, baby.
Like my hands are moving on their own.
The flying granted you the power of rapid fire! Wipe them all out!
Again. Still got that charming shoulder mouth, I see.
You see that guy now? That's Thornwalker. He hurt himself for power. Now he lives for pain.
A tentacle demon drunk on pain. Huh. Seems merciful to put an end to it.
Artifact is all charged up. Ready when you are. Yeah.
Got it. That was a good workout.
Not bad for a rookie. Just an incidental little crack between spaces. Nothing worth worrying about.
A crack between spaces is nothing to worry about. Also, incidental? That's not very like you, Lumi. Sounds like an open invitation to adventure. Aren't you curious what's inside?
Lumi. Lumi. Long time no see. And a new face,
Oh, I was hoping you'd forgotten about me.
Whoa, this place is wild. Feels like the flip side of the seal. Anyway, who are you?
You were on the right track, friend. Yes, the flip side, the other. The crack between your couch seats. I live where things fall through and collect. And now that you've fallen through as well, interested in a trade?
Trade, huh? What are you selling?
I'm keen on amber dust. I'll exchange them for something you'll find useful, by your metric.
Let's see if he's really got anything useful.
Probably nothing worthwhile. Meow. You bought?
Trust me, I've got a plan.
I couldn't stand another minute here.
For you, okay, I got what I came. Never a dull moment, huh?
You need to stay close until it's fully purified.
Well, fighting off monsters. Easy. Where'd everyone go?
The shrine wipes them out. One big blast. Bam! Kabloom! Blah!
Well, someone's excited. And I don't blame you.